pretty tall. The guy was asking me, he says most guys just hold on, let me check, are we recording? Yeah, he says most guys are just putting that thing down, but like the boom, right, they extend the boom, but he looked at the main cylinder and he only had like 1 inch on the upper arm to go down. So he says if he were to put that, to extend that arm and put it on the back of my trailer where it will, I know it will be sliding all the time, it'll be a hassle. You know, it's 2,000 miles going to Utah. It's a nightmare. So it will be only like 1/2 inch, you know. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ride on position 1, and we check the height now, and it's, I think I'm like 13.5 now, like without the air and the suspension. But if I'm just a couple of inches over, 13.6, that's fine. And they were waiting for one last part, some kind of a plug on the main arm, and now the plug is here, so they're gonna install it. But meanwhile, I can go and rehook. And there's spots all over the place here. And I don't think I've been to this location. It's a pretty big company. Now they have 3 yards. I think the first one is mostly for flatbeds and step decks and dry vans, and then the second one is, I think, where I was last time, and this is brand new one. And this machine is designed to climb very steep terrain, so it's amazing machine. And it has leveling valves on both sides, so it can tilt left and right, you know. Like if you need more reach on one side, it can do that. Alright, so now I'm gonna hook up and put my chains on, put my binders on, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. So according to my gauges, this Tigercat is pretty heavy, and even though their website says 76,000 pounds, but that's not what I saw on my gauge. And when I asked the driver about this, you know, the operator who loaded the machine, he says, because this one has cylinders in the middle, like it can tilt, like I was explaining, right? So when this guy needs a reach, he can tilt the machine left or right, and there's like massive cylinders right where the house spins. And because of that, he says this machine is about 15,000–20,000 pounds heavier than the one that doesn't have these cylinders, you know. Okay, now we need this Highway 403. See, so this is Highway 2. 8 axles down. And I'm 11.6 wide. And there was no ramp. 403, the ramp was only allowed to go east. Not west. Alright, 40 kilometers, 25 miles to the scale, to TA Travel Center in Woodstock. I'm real curious to see what my weight is.
What's the truck number?
305. And I need pounds.
Yep, come on up.
Okay. I didn't break the scale.
Okay, and the results of the scaling are very encouraging. Okay, so I only have 128,660 pounds gross. Okay, not 142. And I even asked the lady, I said, are you sure this is my ticket? She says, yeah, truck 305, DRATCHEV, trailer 306. Okay, so we have 15,000 on the steer, 52.3 on the drives, and 61,280 on the trailer. So you still need the, you know, the flip axle, because technically I'm over, oh wait a second. Well, yeah, I'm over 60, right? Just a little bit, and we moved the machine. But let me see, so I know my empty weight, right? And so 128,660 minus 53,000. So this machine weighs 75,660 pounds. Not 90,000 pounds. And the broker said, oh yeah, we move these all the time, he says. You know? So 75,660, that's what we're gonna put. 75,660, we're gonna put this on the permit. So 128,660. Maybe make it like, I don't know, 129, 130, just to be on the safe side. So I'm legal height. I just need to double check my my width, and I'll show you guys how I secure this baby, because they, you see, like, this is when they tell you that it's like 90,000 pounds, of course, you know, you start panicking, because then you cannot just put 8 chains on it, you know, you need more. And so, like an idiot, I think I put, like, I don't know, 10 chains again, you know. And so the fifth wheel, I didn't move it from the last time, so the fifth wheel is here. Okay, that's my gooseneck extension. So the fifth wheel is, I don't know, 1 foot forward of the drive axle 1 center. Okay. And I don't like doing this, but I ran out of options. So actually this machine is pretty good that it has lots of tie downs. You see, like, it has tie downs over there, and you have tie downs over there, and that one is pretty big. It even, the entire hook goes in. You don't even have to disconnect the hook. And this one, my big what is mine, what, half an inch hook just goes in there. You don't need to use any anything extra, right? Any accessories. But one thing here is that these things stick out, you know. That's, and in Michigan they like you to have a extra see, over here it's about 3 inches, you know, and so I gotta add 3 inches on each side. And so it's 130. Actually, wait a second. So it's 130. So we're gonna add 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna make it 1, 2, 3, 4. 11, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 11, 4. Should be okay. 11, 4. And that's what the guy was saying. He says because of these cylinders, that's how the machine can tilt. He says it weighs much more than a regular machine. But I don't know. I don't see that. So the same, except here I decided to go crazy and do like this. See? Put my clamp latch in there on each side and went long with this chain. And we had to do it like that And I asked the guy, I said, are you sure? Because that's just like 5mm thick plate, you know. I said, how other guys do it? He says, well, that's how they do it. They put a piece of wood in here. So this is cross member, and this is cross member, right? So that bottom one lies on two cross members, and then first we put a small piece of wood. I was not happy with their one, and so I got longer ones. I think it should be okay, but the worst thing that can happen is it can bend this one a little bit, and there's air lines in there, but should be okay. You see, I just drove 25 miles. Already this thing is unraveling. Okay. Now let me just go and take care of the permits and the border, and we'll be good to go. Tigercat LX 830D. Big machine, but not as big as they said it would be, which actually makes me happy, because I'm not gonna burn as much fuel as I thought I would.